Well, thank you guys for taking the time to be here, whether it's the morning, afternoon, or evening. We are excited to have Seth with us, who is the developer of this project. And you're going to hear a couple main important things today. You're going to understand, first and foremost, why it is important to actually buy one of these servers and the benefits that it will give you. And you will understand by the end of this also that there is a crucial deadline that is coming up for this. And we will talk about all these different things, the benefits, the different ways that you can actually be paid from becoming a server owner yourself. And we'll have Seth go into all of these details. So thank you, Seth, for being here. And the floor is yours, buddy.
All right, thank you. I'd also like to thank yourself, Mr. Live, and Mark. I don't know if Clinton is here too, and if Clinton is watching, I want to thank you three, due to the fact that you guys are going to help me, basically help a lot of people inside of the crypto space. Live, do you have the access to admit people inside of here, so I don't have to do that?
Yep, I'm on it.
I got you. Thank you. All right. Yeah. So I wanted to thank you three, due to the fact that you guys are going to help me make a lot of people their money back in crypto. That's, as you guys know, that's one of my most important missions is actually to show people something that's real, something that they've been lied to about when it comes to this space, and when it comes to what we're developing here. We've been working on it for 3 years, four technically, due to the fact from my first year, I focused on the economy side. So like how to make people want to engage with the economy, how important it is to have an economy that's basically run on money flow, on like traditional way in real life. So we spent a year building that. I've been paying attention to every economy and majority of games that work. Been paying attention to every economy inside the crypto space, which none of them has worked. So I learned more from people's failures than people's success, due to the fact that you can learn how to turn that failure into a success. So that's what I've been doing for the last 3, 4 years. But the first year again started with just working on the economy. Third year, 3 years on building the whole platform. So what Project Spartan is? Project Spartan is a business management distribution firm. So what the distribution side is, we help people start a business without actually owning, like starting their own business and everything, that going through all the hardships of putting your money into it, getting the overhead, doing all those type of things like that. I'm a retired business developer, which has made me come up with this idea. I'm a retired business developer. What I used to do before I got into game development was teach people how to start their own business. What I've learned was people they just paid me to talk. People was not taking no action, but they were just giving me money just for me to come and talk to them. And that I just didn't feel right with me. So what I did was I wanted to come up with a way where people can start a business without them knowing that they're starting a business. And that's what made me create my gaming studio, which is Hidden Studios. And the game I wanted to create was a game where subconsciously people are doing what they do in everyday life. It's just they don't know that they're doing it because they're having fun. So I wanted to mask what my intentions was with a game where I'm teaching people how to start a business, teaching people how to run a business and everything like that, but they don't notice it due to the fact that it's a game, you know. So it allows people to make money inside of the game. And when it comes to the Project Spartan side, which is the business side, we wanted to. I got you. Thank you, Ray. On the Project Spartan side, on the business side, we wanted to create a template for everybody to have a business already built for them. The foundation is set there. 3 years are already built for you. The revenue streams are already there. We do all the marketing. We do all the talking with businesses and like companies to get advertisers in. We do everything for you basically. You don't have to really worry about anything. I would call it a franchise, but legally I can't call it a franchise because I didn't do all the paperwork for all that stuff like that. And then that's gonna be a hundred ball game. Y'all do more work than y'all have to here. So we basically created a template for people to own a business without owning, like starting up one. And the template is basically I give you a game of mine, which is Humanity Contained, that's created by Hidden Studios. And now Project Spartan allows you guys to host servers. And when you host a server, you completely own it. It's 100% yours. You own it. You can change the name of the server. You can change the logo. You can create merchandise. You can again, somebody asked yesterday to live, um, like when do you guys get paid? The answer is every month. For one of the revenue streams, which is marketplace. When somebody buys something from the marketplace, you get paid for that. That's inside of your server though. It has to be inside of your server. So the more servers you have, the more you get paid. The more chances you'll get paid even more. So you have the marketplace, you get paid every month for that. You have advertisements, you get paid once the deal closes. So once we close the deal, we bring the advertisers to the host. Once the hosts say yes, they want to work with the advertisers. Then once the agreement signed, once they already pay us. Then once all that stuff is signed, everything is agreed upon, all the paperwork and contracts are done, we'll give you a cut. That's just 40%. For example, we have a deal for $20,000. 40% of that is 8 grand. So whoever we give that deal to, we make 8,000. If everything goes right, everything goes smooth, the advertisers will stay on board. So that could be 8,000 a month, or it could be we got another deal that's 100 and something thousand. I forgot it's in 100,000 though. Almost 200,000, and the person that we give that deal to will get 34,000. So that could be 34 grand a month, based on how everything goes and if the advertisers want to stick on. So that's that. And then you can sell memberships to other people as well, especially the people that's inside your server. You get 25% of that. If it's a monthly membership, then you get 1 second, you got that. If it's a monthly membership, then you get 25% a month on all of the memberships. And then on the other revenue streams, those are completely up to you. Again, if you wanted to charge people for a monthly fee to come into your server, then you can charge whatever you want. We don't take none of that. That's 100% yours. If you sell merchandise, you create merchandise for your server and everything like that. Your server become popular. You create merchandise for it. You get 100% of that. We don't take any money out of that. So that's those type of things like that. You can also use your server to raise funds. For example, like what I've done with my community that raised funds to build this game. You can use the community that you guys will be able to build and raise funds with them as well. We don't take no money of that as well. So if you use those funds to build inside of our game, that would be the best way to do it. I think that's the reason why people would fund your server, so you can basically make your server better. That's the only time we will get paid out of your fundraising. And anything else like that. So when we help you get business funding and all that sort of that, we take none of that stuff. So the only thing that we get a percentage out of is the marketplace sales and the advertising and the and membership sales. Those things are paid in fiat. We're not paying crypto those things due to the fact that I think that every person that purchased, I think we have over 30 servers already out, and I think everybody that purchased the servers aren't crypto people. I think every single person that purchases a crypto server is not crypto people. So the reason why is that due to the fact that our audience aren't crypto related, we pay out fiat versus paying in crypto. So the way we do pay out in crypto is every 3 months, depending on your server level. This deal is over. I'll tell you that. Talk about that in a second. We had a deal for people that took advantage on the first day. Then they would get this deal. But depending on your server level, you get up to 5,000 to 500,000 every 3 months. So that we'll pay that in tokens. So we pay that in tokens. That's the only thing that we pay in crypto. Now we did have a deal on the 23rd that the first 5 people that got the servers would have got a level 1 server. So all the servers would have been level 1, which means that they automatically get the 5,000 every 3 months. So it's live. Can you mute whoever that is? I had TVs and stuff in the background. Is that possible to do that live? Thank you. Yeah. So that happened on the 23rd. People bought them up. So that deal's going. But this deal ends on the 4th of February. The servers are 22,000. Now they're 2,200. Buy 2, you get 1 free. When you get 3 servers, doesn't matter how long it takes. If you just pay $22,000 for each server, you'll get 3. You'll get this bonus, which is instead of getting 20%, you get 50% of every sale that happens inside of your marketplace. Instead of getting 40% of the ad revenue, we give you extra 10% of the ad revenue. And instead of 25% of the market membership sales, you get 35%. So that's only if you have 3 servers or more. So yeah, so that's why we're doing that. The reason why we need to sell these servers, the reason why this 90% sell is here is due to the fact that I have had sat with advertisers that's they got some big pockets, and what they wanted me to do was have more servers out there. So they love the concept. What we're going to do with the advertisers is something never been done. So gamers don't want advertising inside of their game, but the way we're going to do it is we're going to make it where all of the advertisers that we do put inside of our game, we're going to actually sit down with them and put a system inside of the game that actually works with what they got going on. For example, we're sitting with Nike. That's already locked in. So sometimes this year, you'll see Nike inside of our game, and we're going to do with Nike is we're going to have people actually interact with the advertisement inside of the shoes or clothing store inside of our game, and people will be able to buy the sneakers as we get them 3D modeled and everything. That they'll be able to buy the sneakers inside of the game, and then their character get to wear them inside of the game as well. But you'll be able to actually ship those sneakers from the game inside of your to your actual house. So that's what we're doing with Nike. That's how we're going to do all of our advertisers. So depending on what the advertisement is, we're going to have it where it's something interactable. And the reason why we're doing that is to basically increase the engagement of advertisements. This is something that never been done before. We're going to be the first people to do it. So, and that's what the advertisers like. So the advertisers I sat with, they love the concept. They're willing to work with us. We just need more servers out there due to the fact that without hosts, which is you guys, without hosts, gamers can't play our game. I made a vow to my community that I will never compete with them. What I mean by that is inside of the game, one way that the gamers make money inside of the game is through in-game currency. Our company will never sell in-game currency. If we sell in-game currency, then that will plummet the basically in-game currency, and then there'd be no reason to actually have the in-game currency or to have the earning model inside of the game. So we will not sell in-game currency. The way that players can buy in-game currency is from each other inside of the game. Another thing, we did have a server of our own, but I removed that server. And the reason why is because if we have a default server, then that means that the gamers will come to our server versus going to other people's server due to the fact that it's my server. Or, that we just didn't want the fact that people come into my server first and then we just basically trickle them down to everybody else's server. So what I did was I removed the server and now the host, now you guys when we market the game, now the gamers go to all of you guys. When it comes to the server, you don't have to do anything if you don't want to. The most that you have to do is 1, fill out a form. 2, I'm gonna share my screen. Can I share my screen live? Is that fine? Okay, I can see it. It says okay. All right.
You're good. Go ahead.
All right. The most that you had to do is fill out documents. This is literally what you do. The most work that you have to do if you don't want to run your server is fill out documents. It's literally the only one. Legally, we have to do this, by the way. Here you go. So the documents that you have to sign is the revenue sharing agreement. This is an agreement that says that I will do what I said I will do. So if I tell you that I'm going to give you money, this is basically saying that you can hold me accountable. If I don't pay you, then you can sue me. This is basically what this says right here. This agreement right here is W-9s. So just in case for taxes, so you guys don't get in trouble and stuff like that. 1040s, all that stuff like that. We'll have them for other countries and stuff like that. Working with some of my community members from other countries to figure out what forms you guys need. Do something through the fact I'm in America and I only know America's taxes. The receipt. So the way, again, for fiat, this is for everyday people. We wire money to you guys, so you fill that form out. The contract agreement. So if we run your service for you, it is a fee of $69.95 every month. So if we run your server for you, which means we go get an ISO, which is an independent server operator. If we get one of these guys for you, then that means that you will pay $69.95. If you got like a child, a son, or a daughter that likes gaming or whatever the case may be, and you want to give her a job or give them a job, whatever the case may be, because you could actually write that off of taxes too, by the way, just to let you know that. So Pampers the prom dresses. All right. So if they a child or 16 years old, you can write that off in your taxes up to $8,000. There's such an event. I think it's 6 or 8,000. So it's one of those type of things. So one of those numbers. Pampers or prom dresses. Remember that. All right. So that's a good tax write off for you as well. Um, you don't have to pay us for that. If you hire the person yourself, you don't have to pay us for that. Now you don't have to pay them out you don't have to pay the server operators or the server managers, which is two different things. Server managers are people that joins our platform for free. ISOs are people who pay us as well. And then we train them. And you can pay them 10%. You can give them more too. You can actually agree to in a clause. There's a clause in here. You can agree to pay them more if you want to. I don't think that you should pay them more than 10% due to the fact that if you have multiple servers and let's say that your servers are booming, they're making, let's say 20, 40,000, 50,000, up to millions a month. You could think about paying that 10% to that person. And all they're doing is basically talking to the community. Uh, just making sure the servers run. Literally, all their jobs are just talking to the community, making sure your Discord is up, which we have people for that as well, all that stuff like that. So they do some type of work, and that's at the very beginning. But after they set up everything for you, it's not too much work they have to do. And again, another thing that you have to do at the very beginning is come up with an exit strategy. Um, this is something that I think that everybody, when it comes to a business, should have is an exit strategy. Before you even work on like opening if you have a restaurant or something like that before you open the doors to your business, the first thing that you have is the exit strategy. How much money are you planning to make? How are you going to make it to that amount of money? And then how much you're planning to sell it for? What our goal is for you guys to sell the service. All right. So the way we have built this platform, there's no need for speculation at all. Here's most of the reasons why I'm gonna give you here's most of the reasons I'm gonna give you why there's no need for speculation. One, in my Discord, Mark will be running in our Telegram, so you can get all the updates from him or as well as myself, but mainly from him for the Telegram. But in the Discord, I'm very vocal in there, so I talk to people. I'm in there every day, damn near. So you can talk to me. I'll give you updates. So you never have to speculate of what's going to happen. I'll tell you guys. So I tell everything. I let everybody know. We also go live sometimes and actually work on the platform and in the game in front of the community. So you guys never have to wonder like what's happening. So you don't have to speculate on that. Another thing that you don't have to speculate on is the fact that with the servers, this isn't a get in early and then try to sell it to someone. There's no need for that. The reason why the goal is to build value inside of the server, make it worth something, and then we're having a demand for it. So if you're making $3 million a month, which is you can make that inside of gaming, just go to the website, you'll see you can make that inside of gaming. If you have a server for $3 million a month, trust me, you'll have corporations coming to you try to buy it and stuff like that. So you won't just have everyday people trying to buy your stuff. You'll have corporations coming to try to buy it. So that's the thing we wanted to do. We wanted to remove all the speculation where people is basically a guarantee that you make money. And the reason why it's guarantees there is the fact that you guys don't have to take the server and market the server. Again, you can go on with your daily day life. If you have a job, go deal with your job and stuff like that. And if you want us to run your server, you can just pay $69.95. We do all the work. Our job as a game studio is to market the game. So you should not be out there telling people, "Hey, come play the game." So that's not your job. That's what I'll be doing all year, all this year. I'll be going to PAX East. PAX East. I'll be going to in Australia, PAX Australia, in Tokyo Game Show, showcasing the game. I'm also going to podcasters and stuff. I've been invited to a few podcasters. We got a bunch of media outlets that we will be using. And again, we're connecting more to the everyday people versus crypto folks. So again, if you guys are crypto people, you don't have to worry about that stuff. Mark will help you on the crypto side of understanding how the platform works on the crypto side, which is pretty simple. Just basically just wait and collect. We also wanted to make it where you don't have to wait on crypto to make money. From the very beginning, I've made it to where my goal was to share my revenue with my community. Due to the fact that I signed a publishing deal with a publishing company that went completely terrible. Um, Now, I'm the very first published game in Web3, in Web3 history. I'm the very first actual published game in Web3 history. The deal went terrible due to the fact that they gave me 100% creative freedom, but then they tried to have me put battle royale features, chasing trends inside of a role play game, and they put me into development hell. So I didn't like that. So the main reason I always wanted to give my revenue to my community is due to the fact that when I create my next game and the next game after that, I wanted to make sure that I don't have to go to no corporation, no corporate suits. I come from the corporate world myself, and I know how they work. And I don't want to go to no corporate suits, so I wanted to be able to come to my community. So the next project I want to make, I can just go to the people I made rich already. So that's that. And one more thing about Project Spartan that's really dope is we opened our own publish house. I'm very connected inside the indie studio, the indie um, community due to the fact that I'm an indie studio myself. So we opened our own publish house. Right now, I'm in the middle of raising $200 million to fund public indie games. Now, what I'm gonna be doing is taking 60% of the revenue that these indie studios make. Now, I want you guys to know that is very, very good for indie companies. The reason why is because Steam takes 30% of their income. In publishing deals, normally they take 90%. The publishing companies take 90%. So if they take 90%, then tell the indie studio to put their game on Steam, and Steam takes 30%, then that means that the indie studio now owes the publishing company money. So this is as a ton of horror stories that publishing companies do today to indie studios. So what I wanted to do is not only save people from the crypto industry that is today, but I'm also saving my fellow indie developers. Because one, I'll make sure that they keep their rights, their IP rights. Also, make sure they keep their company. I'm not taking any ownership in their company, taking any ownership of the IP. I was not there to build their game. I know as I'm talking to you guys, I have the game on the other side working on it. So on a other computer working on it. So I know how it is to spend 12, 18, sometimes 24 hours working on a game. And I spend in thousands and thousands and thousands of hours, 10 years and stuff working on the game. And, you know, the publishing company, because they gave you a few $1 million, sometimes they give you a crazy amount of money. So a few $1 million, whatever the case may be, they take the ownership of your company. And then the amount of money that the game makes, the amount of money that it makes is actually it makes way more than the publishing company gives you. For example, I'll give you some examples real quick here. Let's go here for a second. The website is getting, so this part right here is getting fixed. I'll explain that in a second. Then I'll let please ask questions too. Um, okay, so just want you guys to know we're here to change this. The gamers are very pissed off with the gaming industry, due to the fact they're just giving us slop. Let's see. I think it's right here. Give me 1 second. Let me find which page it is on. 1 second. If you guys go to the website, you guys get all the information. I'm 100% transparent. Everything is here for you. So you can know everything that you need to know. So first thing first, for people, for the people who may be saying right now, I don't understand gaming. I'm not a gamer. I just want you to know these are companies right here that don't understand gaming, that isn't in gaming, but they make billions of dollars off gaming. So there's no difference between you and these guys right here. All right, just make sure you understand that. For example, I'm not a realtor, but I made thousands of dollars from real estate. So, I don't know how houses are built and stuff like that. Or I'm not a stock trader, but I make money in stock. So, just know that you could make money inside of an industry and not know anything about it. So just look at these companies right here. These are companies that you should know of. There. But going back to what I was saying about the indie developers, here's two indie developers right here, Power World and Black Myth Wukong. Now, Power World, they spent $7 million and made a $500 million on their game. Okay. So knowing that I can make 100 times more the money that a publisher can give me, there's no reason for us indie devs to even work with traditional corporations inside of the gaming industry. It's due to the fact that we're getting robbed. All right. So that's where I'm creating my publishing house for, because of, well, I created it already, but before this, because of this right here, because we don't need them. $7 million, and then you make a great game, you can make $1 billion. These guys did have a publishing company, unfortunately, but they was funded $70 million and they made $1 billion. So, and this is a very small studio. I want you guys to know when it comes to our publishing house, we will not fund any NFT game or crypto game. Um, Due to the fact that I just don't trust those developers. Now, if it's a actual indie developer that I know personally, they say they want to make an NFT or a crypto game, and I know that's talented, then I will fund it. But if it's a Web3 game, NFT game, I won't fund those games. So the reason why, to give you the understanding, the reason why is because my goal is to make a return on investment and make my money back. So the people that I do raise this $200 million from, I want to make sure that they make their money back. So we're not going with these guys raise money and then poof, the game just disappears. We're not going for none of those type of things like that. Um, the again, like I said, we take 60% of their revenue and we give 1 to 10% back to the elite members. So we have a reason why we want our games to succeed. So because we actually have to give money back to people who funded us. All right, so that's the publishing house. Also, if you want to know my stance on blockchain, I just want you to know this is a very deep thing right here. So you go here and watch this video. I'll let you know I'm 100% myself. It's just me, conversation, basically a conversation with me and you. And I basically talk about it, talk about everything that I feel that the crypto space it needs to change. I'm not a fan of it, what it is today at all. There's too many innocent people losing their money. People are being promised things from people that's not talented enough, not smart enough, or not experienced enough to do anything these guys are promising. When it comes to people having ideas and stuff like that, everyone has an idea. If you just be funding people their ideas, and everybody should be just getting millions of dollars and stuff like that. Another thing that I did completely different, which you'll see in this letter as well, a letter to you guys. Um, I came to the space with something first before I raised money up. For example, like me doing this sell right now. I have to do this sell because I have an advertiser or two of them that I just recently got out of meetings with, and they want to put their ads in hundreds of servers, not just one or two servers or three servers. They want to put them in hundreds of servers. So my goal is to sell over 100 servers. Then I can go back to the advertisers, tell them, hey, I have over 100 servers. And then they almost, if it's 100 people buy them, if 100 people buy them, then that means I'll definitely help 100 people out, depending on if they paid the server off all the way. Um, Now, I will also want to say these two things, and I'm done here. Oh, three things. One, we do have a monthly. So if you miss out on this, you want to take time, you want to see if everyone else to see first and everything. Again, we will not run out of servers. This ain't no 10,000 NFT thing. We will not run out of servers. This is one of our biggest income streams. So you can wait. There will be a monthly subscription always for $365. Now it's a flaw in that though, due to the fact that you will not get access to the advertiser money. So you will have to pay off the server, and then you get access to the advertiser money. Now with this sale right here, this is the cheapest will ever be because I'm never doing this again. I'm just letting you know that I'm never doing this again. This will never happen again. Live, you won't be able to talk me into it. I'm not doing this ever again. I'm just doing this right now to get the to that amount, and then after that, they're going back. They're going back to 22,000. Once we get more advertising stuff, they go up to 33, and then whatever we feel like it should stop at, due to the fact that how much money people can make. So if you pay off the 2,200, that means the server is paid off, due to the fact that the price of it right now is $2,200. Okay, so you don't have to pay a monthly fee. There's no monthly fee after that. It's just 2,200 and it's paid off. Another thing I want you guys to know is the fact that my goal is to make sure that you guys make money. So I tied my income stream to you guys. If I'm making money, that means that there's someone in the community making money. So there's no me riding around Lamborghinis and then this community just sitting back waiting for something to materialize. So the only way that you guys won't make an income from me is if somebody comes to this website and purchases a membership from me. Other than that, if they go through anybody inside of the Discord or the Telegram, There's someone always making money. Also, want you to know the marketplace. Uh, when the marketplace, as the bigger we get, the marketplace will make money every second of the day. Okay. Now, I'm gonna show you proof of that. That the marketplace will make money every second of the day. Okay. This game right here is the game that we're inspired by. These guys make $1 billion a year. This is just this is just GTA. But if you actually look at microtransactions inside of gaming, this is why big corporations have got into gaming because of microtransactions. It's literally a money printing machine. Every second of the day, as I'm talking to you right now, there's 1,000 games out there making money. Probably over 1,000 games making money right now every second. Every time I say a word, they're making money from transactions. So again, that's why I did this deal also, so people can get multiple servers. Because one server is good, you still make some money, but you won't make the big bucks though. You won't make the big bucks. You won't make like the 5 figures monthly and all that stuff like that. It depends. Like it depends on who you have inside of your server. You have some whales in your server, then yes, you could make that type of money. And also if it's paid off. Also if it's paid off you can make that money with the advertisers. Advertisers money alone because it gets such a family good with the advertising money alone. But I just know if you want like that constant revenue coming in, the constant revenue, multiple servers and the marketplace will do that for you. And the last thing, um, when it comes to um, you guys, anything that y'all need from me, make sure you contact me. If you want to get to touching with me, do it in the Telegram. You can talk to Mark. Mark will reach out to me, set up a meeting with us too. I talk to anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Um, yeah, you can ask me anything. I don't hide anything. Anytime, 1% open, transparent. I won't get upset if you ask me a question. Depending on if it's like a silly question, you know the answer, then I'll be irritated about that. But other than that, if you ask me a question that you actually want to know, due to the fact that you don't know the answer to, then I'm definitely 100% for the answers for you. And other than that, man, I'm 100% transparent person. So it's like I don't hide anything, so you guys can come to Twitch and stuff and see me saying the same thing I'm saying now. Now everything starts in February. We're going to try to get the advertisers to start paying out in March. Because not only do the servers go up too, but my packages go up for the advertisers too. So they on the clock as well. So they will go from 20,000 is the cheapest, 1.5 million is the highest. That's going to go up to about 3 million, and then the 20,000 is probably going to go up to 60. So the more popular that we get, the more costly we will become. Uh, and the last thing, and then please ask questions live. Mark, let me know what you guys think. The last thing, um, no, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I actually forgot what I was going to say. I'm thinking about my daughter being born.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's a lot of information for people to understand. So here's what I would say, Seth. If you could concisely consolidate the different possible ways that people can earn on one server
Hmm.
versus earning on multiple servers, that would be helpful.
Okay, easy. Marketplace, advertising, and marketplace membership sales. So it's the easiest way to make money. Set it up and forget it. If you the best way, and again, you don't even have to hire a server manager too, by the way. Just want you to know that. Y'all can set it up and forget it. We will bring gamers to the server. So it won't be the best server on the planet, but we'll bring gamers to the server, and then those three ways will make you money.
Got it. And are there set percentages for all of those things, or do they vary?
Yeah, this is set. It's set. It's basic numbers. 20% for the marketplace sales. So every time somebody buys something in the marketplace, you make 20% of whatever they purchase. 40% on advertisers. So whatever the deal that I show up with. So I make sure that you see everything. You'll see the numbers. You'll see how much I'm getting paid. Everything like that. Whatever that number is that I'm getting paid, just do the 40% of that, and then you'll make that. Again, if you now that right, that's a little more work going to that part right there, due to the fact that um it's all about what the server owner does at that time. Now that's when it happens. If the server owner is a good person and not being a jerk to the person to the advertisers, nothing crazy is happening on the server, then the advertisers should definitely want to continue to be on that server. And then the membership sales, people inside of the game goes to the website and then buy a membership in your server. You get paid for that. If you tell people, hey, you can make money inside of the game, and they go, hey, what game is that, or where the case may be, and they buy a membership from you, you get paid off of that. If you also introduce somebody to get a server, which is gonna be 20 grand by the time. If you introduce somebody to the server at a time, it'll be 20 grand or higher. Um,
It,
you get paid when a server gets paid.
so Seth, let me ask you this question.
Mhm.
Um, when we're defining a marketplace, is a marketplace defined as anything that you can actually buy in the game? So, for example, if somebody wanted to go and buy a gun, that's something they have to do in the marketplace. If they wanted to go rent a property,
Mhm.
that's something that they have to do in the marketplace. Is that correct?
That's exactly what I'm saying. Yes, not an NFT marketplace. Not an NFT marketplace. It's a marketplace like for a game. It's a game marketplace. So it's like when somebody go in there and buy clothes, equipment to put inside of a store, which is the most important thing, by the way. That's basically how it's a continuous loop. It's a continuous loop. So people buy businesses inside the game and they have to franchise the business. People buy houses inside the game, they have to franchise the houses. So where they get all this stuff from? The marketplace. You get what I'm saying? So people have to buy from your marketplace. People have to
Got
buy
it.
it. Yeah. So they buy
Um,
if somebody buys 1 second, let me say this real quick. If somebody buys a property inside, which that's the point of the whole game, by the way, it's literally real life. It's basically real life. It's the whole point of it. If somebody buys anything inside of your game, business, a house, somebody has to unless they have an empty building, not gonna make any money. If they unless their character are gonna be just sleeping on the floor and stuff like that, then the energy that they will replenish won't be high enough. Especially
okay,
won't be able to go to sleep. To
gotcha.
be honest with you.
I'm
Gotcha.
actually, you mind if I ask something real quick?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Because, as you know, Seth, I'm fairly new to gaming. I'm very experienced in cryptocurrency, and that's what I want to do. And I can talk a little bit about that in a second. But the way I understand it is because, again, I'm not real familiar with gaming, but people are entering into this virtual world and they're just making a living inside that world. And they're
Mhm.
buying things, they're selling things, they're able to do things with a kind of flexibility that they wouldn't be able to do in the real world. If you were to go out and try to start a brick and mortar business, that's a totally different ballgame. This opens it up to the average person who says, I'm not going to open up a shoe shop and spend 100 grand. I'm going to go into the virtual world and I'm going to participate in that world and I'm going to make a living there. And and
That is
and the
exactly
funny
what it
thing
does.
is, you can make so much money. Here's what's funny. You can make so much more money with so much less. That's what's exciting about the gaming world. That's the kind of thing I want to bring to the crypto community of people that just don't understand that. They don't realize that this world even exists. But what I also wanted to kind of ask real quick is this in a way when a person gets a server, as you know, from what I understand, and you just correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
the way I understand it is there's training provided. You
Mhm.
can learn. It's like a business in a box. It's a gaming business in a box. There's training provided if you want to run it. There's all these things to do. You have total control and total freedom. But if you want to, which most people will, they're going to want to take that server and let you manage it for 70 bucks a month, basically 69 bucks a month. You guys do the management part. From that perspective, once a person has bought a server and they're paying that monthly fee to have it managed for them, what are the ongoing costs above and beyond that? Is there anything?
No, 69.95 if we're running it. If again, like I said to Pete yesterday, when he asked me, is it 69 per server? Now that right there would be foolish. That would be foolish, and the reason why that would be foolish is due to the fact that why pay multiple subscriptions, right? When you can pay one just by making all of the servers that you have under one brand. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Okay.
So though again, is if you do it yourself, if you got your son, you get your son or your daughter to run it, or your friend that's into gaming, or the case may be, then that's based off of what you and that person agree on. You don't have to pay us at
Yeah.
all. So if it's your child and stuff like that, and you say, hey, well, run the server, I'll give you this out of the server, and when it makes money and stuff like that, I'll give you this. Then it's absolutely no cost to you guys. You don't have to pay no no hidden
Hmm.
fees, nothing like that. And then make sure in that agreement that you see all that. There's no hidden fees, nothing like that.
Okay, now is this kind of like crossing a franchise-like concept with white labeling your own gaming business? Is there kind of like a white labeling effect? Because
That's exactly what
some
it
of
is.
these, it is. Okay,
Yeah.
so you're basically white labeling your infrastructure, this template that you have that's like this is a gaming platform. You can white label it, you can create. What can you do to white label inside the game? Because it seems like to me, the inside of the game is pretty much the same universal. And but
Yeah,
then what can you do inside the game? Is there some creative things you can do?
100%, 100%. So in the next probably by the end of this year or next year, we actually building it to where you can change everything.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
Wow.
so you got
Okay.
one server be Wild Wild West, one server be in space, one server be here, like and you
Yeah.
you be able to create. So this right here, you see this right here,
Yep.
this is how you guys will be able to do it. So you'll be able to go in there and do all this and stuff like that. You'll be able to do all this.
Okay. So
Yeah,
that's kind of like the template. It's almost like it's like this place of where here's where you can start to create things. It's like a graph, and you're going to basically be able to insert your creativity onto that graph.
yeah, and you'll be able
Okay.
to like the only thing that is again, like I told you when we had the conversation, is basically like owning the McDonald's. But I say you still have to sell double cheeseburgers, but
Yeah.
you can add your own food. You get what
Right.
I'm saying?
Put
Yeah,
in breakfast burritos and stuff.
yeah. That's exactly it. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. So you're not able to actually earn from the advertising until you pay it off. But right now, you guys are offering an incredible opportunity because once these servers get out and you guys acquire the gamers, because your goal is to acquire all the gamers necessary per server. First off, your first goal is to have 100 servers. How many players per server are you wanting to have?
150 to 200 players.
Okay, so you got 200 players. So if you take that by say 100 servers. What about above and beyond those 100 servers? Because if you think about it, if you got 100 servers, let's just say you have 200 players per game, you're looking at 20,000 players, right?
Yeah, that's my biggest fear right now is blowing up. Our like our we the other way around as we talk. We're the other way
Yeah,
around. Like our biggest like everyone is chasing success inside of the Web3 space. Our thing is if we succeed, we actually have a chance of failing due to the fact that we succeeded. You get what I'm saying? And here's why.
yeah,
Because if we don't have enough servers out there, then there won't be enough players to, So let's say that this thing blow up,
yeah,
and I mean, it's all over the gaming media, it's everywhere. And then let's say 100,000 people come inside of our Discord, 100,000 people come inside of Telegram. That's 200,000 people. Right now, with only 30 servers out there, we're cooked.
yeah.
You get what I'm
Okay.
saying?
You
We're
got
cooked.
to get
Yeah,
those
yeah,
servers out there. So
yeah,
it
yeah.
seems like the goal, I mean, you are basing this on February 4th, which seems like that's a pretty quick date to get through, 100 servers. And then, but to raise the price so quickly, it's more in terms of kind of like the potential of it, like where this is headed, rather than where you're at. Because if you put in 20 grand into a server, 22 grand, whatever it is, you don't necessarily have the earning power necessary until you have how many players. Like, because if you're going to get Nike to pay you a significant amount of money to advertise, it's going to want to advertise to a lot of players, right?
Mhm.
So where does it get large? What's this goal in your mind of to where you think, okay, we're bringing in institutional investors, we're making, we got servers making 6, 7 figures. At what point do you think that happens? How many servers will be out there and how many people will be involved? You think like
We're
what's the goal?
I'm gonna give you a very honest answer. We're cooked due to the fact that um PAX East is in May. So we're on a time clock. We
Okay.
present at PAX. We present there. And then PAX East is over 100 grand. There's over 100,000 people there. And that's going to
Hmm.
be all over that's when the gaming media, all the media is there, going to be on
Yeah.
stage, all that type of stuff like that. So
Okay.
that's when that's like revealing the game to the world. You get what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yeah.
So that's going to bring all the numbers that any corporation, McDonald's, everybody will want to see. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Uh-huh.
So right now, I'm on a. That's why I have to. That's why you see the number has to go like it'll be like the fourth and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? Because we literally on the time clock, and the time clock isn't isn't we need money. The time clock is hey, we about to present this thing. We present this thing. We're going to get too many people coming to us. You get what I'm saying? So it's not
Yeah.
it's not being able to handle the demand we're about to have coming in, which that's happened in May.
Okay. So by May, you're saying you need to have how many players participating and how many
I would,
servers,
I
you
would, I
think?
would, I would need way more servers than 100 in May. I would need way more than 100.
Oh, you absolutely. I mean,
Yeah,
you're talking about needing like maybe
I'll be
500 to 1,000 servers,
I'll be in way more than that. I need it'd be like thousands. I'm
thousands of
talking like
servers. Okay.
PAX East is PAX is the
Yeah.
that's like the like the Super Bowl of gaming conference. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What gives
So
you what it where do you what gives you the most confidence like of being able to achieve that goal by May? Because we're only talking about 4 months from now.
well, one we people will be able to test the game. I'm starting in February. We'll be able to test
Okay.
the game starting in
Yeah.
February. So
Hmm.
we also like, as you know, we grow organically through word of mouth.
Right.
So we also people just can't wait to play our game. So would I get the exact number of thousands of servers out there? I don't think so, but I know once that like the interview, I get an interview with them and all that stuff like that. Once all that stuff happens, then I know, people people will start to come into that, and by that time I'll probably do another sell and stuff like that by that time, so I can get those gamers and stuff like that inside of there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'll probably be something that so just because I want them to come on in and you know
Arthur had a question. He said, "What are the downsides? What are the risks involved, if any?"
the downsides is definitely one I just told you. One of the things I just told you, whereas failing from success, over succeeding, not being prepared to for the amount of demand that we will have. It's like having a clothing shop that's very popular, and then you can't make all the clothes that someone order for you from you. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So
I'm
the
listening.
other question he asked is, how are the gamers divided over the servers?
So once one server is set up, and it's like once the 150 or 200, depending on where we at the time, then the game will automatically put them into the next whatever server is at the bottom of that one. So that's how they get divided. So they just hit play and then they'll just put them into a random server, but it'll put them into a server that's not full. So that's how they divide it up.
Okay, so I have a piggybacking question on that.
Mhm.
So if those gamers are put into that particular server, do they stay on that server the next time they play the game, or do they move to another server when they come in?
Yes, they do. We have it to where it sets up like this. Let me show you a second. Let me kind of get out of this 1 second. So yes, if their game saved on that server, then yes, it'll automatically put them in there. Um, but
Okay.
soon you do something like you could like literally it's like hit the attack button and then it automatically saves. So yeah, so once it saves, you're in that server. But if the server is full, which is also another problem too, which in the future again we don't have enough funding to do where you have thousands of people on the server. But in the future we will have it to where you'd be able to have thousands of people because right now if a downfall is somebody 1 second, let me show you the server filling up while you're asleep or something like that, right? And then you won't be able to go into the server. But you'll be able, and this is why this is here too, also, so you can go in there and find your server that you have here. So that's not a downfall. But we're just not there yet at that time to be able to develop the game to where we have thousands of people on the server. I won't even tell y'all that that's possible right now. The people that are saying that stuff that you hear like Star Atlas and stuff like that, those guys are lying. It's not
Okay,
right
so
now. So that's all.
Hmm.
so so right now, within like these 8 servers that I'm looking at, or is it 12? I don't know. Scroll down a little bit.
With me?
Is there 8?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's it's more
there's
than this.
8.
It's way more than this. This front page. This front page.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does that mean like, so this is the part I'm trying to gain clarity on.
Hmm.
Does that mean that when you get one of these servers, like you can pick which one of these lands that you want,
Yeah.
or yes, that's the way
Yeah.
that
A,
works.
a gamer can just pick one. If a gamer, that's where the community side is very important because when the gamers come inside of the server, it will basically tell them what the server is with the person. For example, let me click right here. I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right. So when I had the next training, I'll be sitting with the server, either the ISOs or the server owners, the hosts inside of the training. And this is stuff I need. I need this information here, right? So when we have this information, the community, what about the community, the server host is trying to build, the plans for the server, the protection of the server, just basically what you plan on doing to keep the people happy there and protect it. And if you have support, right? So once the server sees that, they can, and from the game, they can join the Discord. They can join the Discord from the game. Your Discord, not ours, your Discord. And that's where it's important for the ISO or the server manager to engage with the people, let them know everything that's going on with the game, or give them updates of what you guys got going on and stuff like that, because that's what make people come back to your server particularly. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because if your server sucks, if they're not having fun in it, or whatever the case may be, they can just go and leave.
Got it.
Yeah.
Let me make a point real quick about tokenization, and I call it that for those of you who don't understand cryptocurrency. Tokenization has to do with making an actual crypto token or currency be the exclusive currency ultimately in the game. But we're not there yet. We're not to that place. But when we get to that place, it's gonna provide so much more efficiency and so much more valuable to the gamers, the server owners, and everybody. It's just so much more efficient than fiat currency. That's one of the beauties of cryptocurrency. But when you also bring in cryptocurrency and tokenize, what you're doing is you're adding a tremendous value, because if you, let's say we bring out the hidden token, right? And it becomes the exclusive, way to actually buy and sell your assets in that virtual world of your game.
That's the
What
plan.
hap Yeah, what
Yeah.
happens is you're not just earning dollars, now you're earning an asset. It's different. It's different to earn an asset. We all know, if we know anything about the dollar, is that it is very inflationary. What our goal is to have you have the ability to earn the hidden token, which you can cash out immediately in fiat if you want to. You can go right into a stable coin. You can go right onto the exchange, and you can sell it for a stable coin, which has the equal value to a dollar if you want. But if you also want to, you can accumulate that asset, which the goal is to make it a growing asset. So it's different to earn a growing asset versus just fiat. So hopefully you can see the value of that. But just know that tokenization in crypto blockchain is taking over the world, and we're no different. So ultimately, that's where everything is headed. And so you definitely want to be a part of that future, and we want to get out in front of it as soon as we can. But right now, you've got it set up right now, Seth, to where everything's in fiat. And even if you have to introduce initially crypto in a stable coin, you can do that, which makes it very similar to fiat. It's just more efficient, you know. But
Yeah.
when we bring out that hidden token, my goal is to really help the crypto world start to embrace gaming, because gaming and crypto go hand in hand like peanut butter and jelly to me. I mean, it is like a perfect fit. It's completely internet based. Crypto is 100% internet based. You have those two marrying each other in a perfect relationship of
Mhm.
tremendous value. And it brings more value to our community, but it also brings in more investors. A lot of people are going to want to speculate and drive up that tokenization, that token, which is going to make the game more and more valuable to the public, if that makes sense.
Yeah, let me sorry Arthur, let me explain this chart right here. Arthur, my bad. I didn't see this here. I'm new to Zoom. I was actually trying to look for. I got a bunch of computers around the screens around me, so I was trying to look for the button. This button right here, the share screen button. Let me. I will go into that token and the token thing, because that's the goal. To have it where make sure to stay here. I got screens all around me, so it was this thing right here was over there. All right, so this right here basically talks about the Arthur. This thing right here talks about what I was basically going on to. So the percentage you get, which is 20%, 40%, 25% right here. This is base numbers right here. Okay. So sub servers is basically the servers that you have under you, or if you invite somebody to buy a server, you get this right here. you get 10% of that per. So if you invite somebody to your server, you get 10%, not of their stuff. So you don't take the 20%, they get 10, you get 10. No, we actually give 10% of ours. So we will go from 80% down to 70%, and the 10% will go to you, and 20% will go to that person that you sold the server to. And then elite members right here. This is something different. So I didn't talk about elite members here. That's a little costly. Elite members is like being an investor into Project Spartan. So this elite members is basically like the investors, the way that's keeping the ball rolling here. Those are the people that gives me big pocket money there. So elite members, just those guys get dividends based off of what the company does. So we just add 10% on to the marketplace sales, 10% on their ad sales, and 10% onto the membership stuff. So that's what elite members is.
Just for just for clarity purposes, Seth, I know it's not, for the everyday person, but can you just briefly touch on what the cost would be for an elite member?
150 up.
Okay.
Yeah, you should be an accredited investor for that. That's what paperwork coming. You gotta be accredited for that stuff. Yeah, that's for accredited investors. I deal with like angel investors and stuff like that. So
Gotcha.
yeah, yeah. So you gotta have a million or more in your bank for elite membership.
Okay.
Yes,
Cool.
because again, the goal is for me to pay back the money that I get from people. Right? If you invest in me $1, the goal is to get you $2, $3 to $4. You get what I'm saying? So, um, to make the dream possible, I want to make sure that I have every avenue to make that possible for you guys. And also, I just want you guys to know that you guys aren't funding, the servers aren't funding the game development. That you know that. So, like other people inside the crypto space, they get their ideas funded. You guys aren't doing that. The game is fun. It's fully funded already. So you guys are good. Oh,
Awesome.
Mark, to your point, I want to back. I want to piggyback on that. I do agree with crypto being a good avenue. Here's why. I am experiencing a lot of bank accounts getting frozen because I just moved, right? So
Mm.
bank accounts just being frozen. PayPal is just useless. Those guys had them for 7 years. I got to keep sending them publishing agreements, where my money come from, all that stuff like that. I got to keep sending that stuff in.
Right.
So I do agree. It's very annoying when it comes to like the type of money that you guys will make with this platform. All right. So I just want you guys to know that crypto would be a better option when you get to a certain thing. Because I also want you to know that it's going to be hard to even like bank accounts. Like bank, I went to Bank of America, tried to open a Bank of America account with my studio. Not with Price Partner, with my studio, and I didn't know that banks they don't open up gaming studios banks. So you got to get like a whole different types of bank. Yeah,
Mm.
because the type of money that they make. You get what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
also chargebacks. So yeah, so
Yeah.
chargebacks and how much money they make. So it's a lot that you have to deal with from the amount of money that will pour in. You start your accounts will start to look crazy, and then the banks will start to treat you crazy and stuff like that. So I do agree when it comes to crypto. Um, you know, ever since I signed the deal, and then different types of revenue streams came in with this platform, my money gets frozen a lot, a lot. Can't we create a game for opening a gamers bank? Can't we create a game? You mean you guys create a game or we create a game? What do you mean, Arthur? Can Arthur unmute himself? I'll talk to him, Arthur. Oh, me? Can I create a game? Oh yeah, I can create anything. I can create any game you want me to. But there are bank accounts for games. But I will say this: that there's plenty of times that my community members, because of the way how crypto and the user face of crypto and how crypto is right now, some of my community members always say, "What's up? How about you fix crypto, like build infrastructure and all that stuff like that." Again, I'm not a crypto guy. That's one. So for some of my community, some of the person that's in here, he's in here. So I gave him the same answer. I'm not a crypto guy, so I don't know what to build inside of crypto. I can make things reality. I can turn things to reality, but I had to know what I'm doing, right? So if I wanted to create a bank, um, like I would have to know like how to create a bank, if that makes sense. And then when it comes to the crypto side, to build an infrastructure on how to make a UI better, make it user friendly to everyday people. I mean, I know ways how it can happen, but I don't know how the blockchain development side of it goes. Like, you know, all I need, to be honest with you, all I need is a good team, money, and time. And I can do anything.
Yeah,
I
it's
told
a
you
way to
that,
put
Mark.
it
Yeah.
simply.
Yeah, I told you. I think I told you that. Just money, time, and a good team. We get somebody. X said he's a bank. He's a bank manager. Oh, Cedric. Yeah. Yeah, I can ask him, but it's a lot that goes into it. Like, it's much deeper than just putting money into something. Like, you got to understand when it comes to especially centralized stuff or traditional. It's a lot of paperwork that goes into that. It's a lot of paperwork that goes into that. I just can't like it's illegal for me to hold people's money. Completely illegal. And I'll go to
Hmm.
jail for a long time. All right, if I hold people's money, even if I'm doing the right thing, I will go to jail for a long time for that. And you guys know I don't do anything to to get me in trouble and stuff like that. So I don't play that type of stuff. I got a lot going on here. I got a lot of people
Hmm.
money. I got a lot of people money that I'm investing in and all that type of stuff like that. So I cannot
Yeah.
put myself in any type of funny business. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of people are believing in me. Got a family to take care of. A lot of people invested into this. They got to take care of their family. So I want to make sure if we do something, it has to be done completely right, 100%. Always, it has to be right.
I can see a lot of synergy being created by bringing the crypto community into gaming. People that, like myself, did not have a lot of experience in gaming, but they start to understand how it works. And they
Yeah,
start
yeah.
realizing, why is it that people are making so much money in the gaming industry? My goal is to help explain that vision to them. They buy the token, but they also come in and want to they want to buy servers, and they're excited about that. And we also want to create a kind of token distribution as a result of owning servers too, which is something Seth and I still need to kind of work out and finalize, but a way to earn tokens as a result of just owning a server, kind of like you would with nodes
Yeah,
or miners or whatever.
that's the airdrop. 5,000 to 500,000. That's the airdrop. So depending on your server level is how much you get. We don't we're gonna refine it, like make it really much better and stuff like that. But yeah, that's the airdrop thing, Mark, where we give out the only way we give out crypto tokens is by having a server. So we won't airdrop community members because they be community members, stuff like that. Like, remember I always talked to you about the money has to come from somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So
Yep.
for me
Yep.
to give you money, uh, what is the site? This site right here is projectspartans.com. Spartans with S. Um, yeah, so for me to give you money, the company has to make money. When these blockchains and stuff like that to be giving out airdrops and stuff like that, it's literally they're giving out with vaporware. Um, so we got to do things right. And we're going to, again, use Clinton and Mr. Live and I, Mark. We're gonna come together and build the best thing that the space has seen when it comes to a token. And I do agree. I think that the crypto space, they got into the gaming in the wrong way, due to the fact that they was introduced to gaming the wrong way. You get what I'm saying? They was introduced to it by a bunch of grifters who don't understand the gaming industry. A lot of people that's invested into these games inside of the crypto space, if they actually understood how gaming worked, they a lot of people could have made money. So if off the grid would have did it correctly, the Louisville, all those guys would have did it correctly, those investors could have been sitting right. Those investors could have been sitting really nice. But again, it was people who are not educated inside of the gaming industry. Um, Gaming is making companies and corporations billions of dollars. Now, again, another problem that's inside of the gaming industry is those people are gatekeepers. Those people are gatekeepers. That's the thing that crypto could have did with um um with gaming. instead of NFTs and skins and all that stuff like that, all that stuff like that, what crypto could have did was build a fundraising platform where everyday people invest into games and then they get dividends paid back out to them. But you live and you learn. Everybody live and learn. Yeah, everybody live and learn. Because people could have been millionaires and continuously been getting paid if the crypto space did it the right way. But that's what we're here for. We're here to teach people the right way to do it versus um, and also teach the everyday people about crypto. You know, so that's the goal. I think we built that bridge where everyday folk can get into crypto and don't have to worry about all of the nonsense that goes on over there.
Well, my goal, again, for those of you who aren't real familiar with crypto, I really highly recommend that you start learning a little more about cryptocurrency and why it plays such a part, because it does create a certain kind of economy that can't exist with fiat, not quite like it can with crypto. Like I said, not only the efficiency, but there are something I call burning and earning concepts that can happen within that virtual society. If someone comes and buys a product from you in that virtual society, whether it's products or, you know, drugs or whatever you're selling, right, in that society, it can turn into not only earnings for you, but earnings that actually share inside the community of people who own that token. And there's ways that you can, like, the more rare a token is, the more scarce it is, the more valuable it is. Like if we start out with a supply, for instance, of 100 million tokens, for instance, and there's burning mechanisms that occur where, okay, every time a purchase happens in a store, 2% of that goes toward reflections. Okay, there's an earning concept. 2% of those sales go, it's kind of like a sales tax within a community, but it actually goes out to the community of token holders. And if you do that, you raise more value for the token. You get people really excited about the fact that, wow, this game is growing big. And it's going to also incentivize, it's going to create a synergy where people are going to want to continue to come in. People that don't know a lot about gaming will come into gaming and be like, wow, I want to learn this. This is so cool. Look at this world. And it's gonna create ways of making a living. I mean, it's amazing that people can make a living sitting at home at their computer in a virtual world. That
Yeah,
to me is just
yeah,
blows me away.
my life.
Yeah, it just blows me
Uh,
away. But to
yeah,
tokenize that, you're going to add a kind of synergy that's going to create momentum. That if you can really get a community together, it's going to bring people into gaming that have never done gaming before, and it's going to bring people into crypto that have never had anything to do with crypto before. I think there's a great synergy at play there, if that makes
yeah.
sense.
To add on to that, yeah, my life. If you go onto Twitch, I'm telling you, gamers are getting paid almost as much as basketball players now. Right? The
Yeah, it happens.
people who don't know the gaming industry, like we're the sitting, like how I'm sitting right now in front, like always sit right now. There's people who getting paid as much as basketball players. Like you get what I'm saying? Probably more. XQC got paid $100 million about like 2 years ago. With the Kick streaming platform. Castanet, he made I think 40 million. Not like what's that? November. Yeah, I'm telling you that the gaming industry, there's so much money into it. But again, the crypto industry, the crypto community, pardon me, the crypto community wasn't introduced to it the right way. Like I'm saying, the crypto community, the industry of crypto could have took over the gaming industry. It's just they wasn't done it. They wasn't doing it the right way. And another thing is nothing actually legitimate gets pushed inside of the crypto space. Like the way how we was treated due to the fact that one, I'm an actual game developer. Two, I have business experience, and I was telling everybody that all of the other games, hey, you guys are doing it wrong. This is not how you do it. Gamers are not looking for this type of stuff like that. And if you're going to make a game, the AAA industry isn't making game for gamers. If we did the opposite, if we made games for gamers, then we will make as much money as those guys there. And no one wanted to listen to me. They just kept shouting at me. They told me they told the cabal, they call themselves. They told the cabal. And what the cabal said, pardon me, the cabal they call themselves, the cabal just told their community that I'm bad for the Web3 industry. If my game succeed, the crypto industry shouldn't support it. And Mark, I remember I told you about this. Why is that? Why wouldn't you support something that's the only thing that succeeds, right? And why
It's
is
got
the
to have
guy that's
substance.
Yeah, but why is the guy that's doing the right thing
Hmm.
bad for the industry? Right? This,
Because they want all the money.
but think about it. Think about that though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, crypto
Yeah.
stash. Like crypto stash. He told me I was playing for the wrong team. I'm like, if the team I'm playing for is about the people, if I'm about the people,
Yeah.
treating people right, doing the right thing, let's stop all the scamming stuff. Let's do everything right. If I'm playing for the team that's for the rightness, for righteous side, what team are you playing for? That's what I asked him.
Hmm.
What team are you playing for?
And we were talking about how ironic it is that the guy who's for the people actually ends up making more money anyway.
Yeah, always,
That's
always.
what's funny because he's got that longevity. He's got that long-term focus. And when you have that long-term focus, that's where true long-term, and enormous wealth can be created, not just some fly-by-night thing that comes and goes just to pick up a quick buck.
Mark, let me answer this question. Yeah, 100%. I'm going to go back to that. Arthur, the answer to your question is yes, 100%. The reason why our servers cost 22,000 and going up to 30,000 and stuff like that is due to the fact of how much money you guys can make back.
Yeah. The potential goes up dramatically when you have a
Yeah,
lot of players, right?
yeah.
Just like anything,
It
simple
just goes crazy.
economics.
Yeah, it goes
Simple
crazy.
economics.
Yeah, so that's why the ROI. Yeah, so that's why it's best to get this stuff now. Yeah, because the ROI is crazy. That's why it's cost so much. You
You guys
know,
are early adopters. That's what you
100%,
get. If you
100%.
show up, it's just like if a company goes public with their stock, nobody knows about them yet. You find out first. Early
That's,
adopter, early
that's
adoption, right?
Yeah, we keep the server. The server stays up until you do something to get you banned.
Right, right.
that's that's it. That's how long the server lasts. The server lasts until you get yourself banned. That's it. Unless we go out of business. But other than
And
that, no,
that's
we
what the
don't plan on.
contract's in place for. I mean, if they get
Mhm.
banned. So what happens to a person who spends 22 grand on a server? He does something that gets him banned. Does
It's done.
he has he already agreed inside the contract that he just forfeits those funds?
Yep, we will not take. We do
Okay.
not control anything other than you getting banned. If you do something
Okay.
stupid like scam, and the only thing is the scamming. So if you
Yeah.
got like if you got like I'll answer your question in a second. Um, if you did some controversial thing, if that's another reason we let you guys change the name of your company and stuff like that, right? Because it's like if so you do something crazy, it goes to hit your brand, not ours. Like you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So yeah, so we're not gonna like stand there and part ways from you because you did something that's controversial. Let's depending on how crazy it is though, but if it's like extremely crazy or something like we just can't. But scamming is something that we just due to the fact that I don't agree with it. My community doesn't agree with it, and this is something we fighting against right now. So that's one thing that we just don't tolerate scamming.
There's a guest who asked an excellent question is how long does a server last and can you sell them? Now, the answer is yes, of course you can sell them. It's your business. So you might have an exit strategy that says, I'm going to build up this game and it's going to bring in so much revenue, say it brings in $100,000 a month revenue or even $1 million a month or whatever, then you're going to have people that want to come in and buy your server for a significant amount of money because of that. But how long does a server last is a good question. How would you answer that, Seth?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Unless you get yourself banned, it's the only way. That's the only way your server will go
Just
away.
last for indefinitely then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, unless I say, hey, I'm closing the doors, or I do some goofy stuff, which I don't. I sit inside of this house all day, so it's impossible for me to do anything goofy that's in this house. So I don't do anything. I don't
Yeah.
smoke, drink, or party. So I don't
Yeah.
go outside. So as long as I keep running it, everything is good. I won't shut down and stuff like that unless I sell the company, which again I think I did sign. If I'm not mistaken, Gray Dragon, did I sign? I think I signed an agreement to say I won't sell the company too for my community. Because they don't want me to sell it. So I can't like exit the community because my community want me to be here. So I'll be running it until I pass it down to someone else. Also, another thing that I did too, I put the community on my will. So if anything ever happens to me, the community gets everything back. Yeah. So oh yeah, I know. Yeah. So I won't we won't sell the company anything like that. Due to the fact that this is like our Tesla, our Amazon, where a server actually is a cloud based. Yes, it doesn't need maintenance. Okay, so to answer your question, to dumb it down, it's basically a place that you host it. Um, it's basically a platform that you host. You host it where gamers can go and play it. It is cloud based. You don't have to put it into your house. We won't mess with your electric bill, or anything. And if it needs maintenance, that's due to us updating the game and stuff like that. And if you on a community level doesn't need maintenance, the answer is yes. But we have a server manager that you can go get them yourself. Those are free. And we have ISOs. If you want us to run it, then we'll basically run the server for you through the people that we train. Also, we do train you guys too as well. You guys get business training too. So my trainings are business based. So if you want to learn how, like, so stuff that I teach you inside these trainings are not just for the servers. It's also, you can take this and take it to any business that you have. So if you are a business owner and stuff like that, I give you my 16 years of experience. I know I look young, but I've been in business for 16 years. I'm retired business staff. So, Mark, you got any questions? Anybody else got any questions? Y'all can unmute yourself if it's possible. Live. Can you unmute themselves? They could talk to me. Just, I guess, one mic though. We got to put it in chat.
Anybody that wants to unmute can put it in the chat.
Yeah, just mute this. Yeah, just say they want to talk, and then
I've actually got something I got to do. Do you guys need me for anything else, Seth?
no, you're good. No, you're good. We're gonna be talking. I'm gonna hit you up. Send you the agreement. Let me know what you think about it.
All right, brother. Thanks.
No problem, brother.
All right, we'll see you.
Anybody have any questions? These questions are good. For anybody who haven't asked any questions, make sure you find something to ask me, or come back to the live. Live, it's live here. Yeah, well, go back to live and ask them the questions, and then come to me. He'll come to me. You want to ask questions, and that's normally how people get got by not asking questions. So whoever the guest person is, it's good that you're asking questions. A good author to ask questions, especially when it's something new, especially when somebody's asking for your money. Arthur, you want to speak, Arthur?
Thank you, Seth.
How you doing, brother?
Very interesting. It is about um, uh, when I pay $2,200, I think.
Say one time. Say it one more time. You're cutting out. Say it one more time.
Is it counted in dollars?
Yeah, you can. You can put it in dollars, or you can send crypto. Just contact Live though to the crypto side. He handles the crypto stuff for me.
Okay, and if you do this, when is the ROI reached? Is
When it
is the
starts.
server going to pay?
Yeah, so we start testing everything in February, and then by March we should start seeing everybody get paid out, start getting paid out.
March starts payout already.
Yeah. So we just let you know this is not a new thing. We've been doing this for 3 years. So I know people come to you guys like, hey, we're building this. It's already built here. We just test out everything on February, then March we start paying out.
Okay, and where is the hit button
Say that one more time.
to be a host or something? To press the button, be a host?
Yeah, you
Or
could be out. You could do that, or you can go through. Again, if you're gonna do crypto, go through live with me. Go through live with me. I handle that side until we again, my developers on this thing. I done my part on it on the website. Now they got to do their side because those type of things I don't know how to do on the website. So they're doing that. So when it comes to crypto, if you're going to pay in crypto, just go to live, and then I set you up all that stuff like that. I'll get you set up with the back office. Let me show you guys the back office too. All right. Let me show you this one thing real quick. Got any more questions, Arthur?
no, one at a time.
Okay. So you have all these type of things like that, e-signatures, you sign through all this stuff. Again, like just everything that runs a business stuff. We teach the ISO to run everything for you. So we teach them all this stuff. Go to the website. Actually, I changed this. This is the old website. You got an advertising kit if you want to basically take it to other companies and stuff like that. Have all that stuff like that. Everything is there. So everything that you want to know about us, all that stuff is there. So everything that you want to know, we have all that stuff, all the information, marketing plan, all that stuff here. So did I answer your question, Arthur? You need me to answer some more?
What education do we need to have a successful server?
If you want to learn, then you can is dope. You can that's be dope for you to learn for yourself. But the education that you'll need is just me teaching you how to basically talk to people because that's all technically you guys will be doing. It is basically running the Discord or Telegram. However you want to do it, though. That's basically what you guys will be doing. Again, also like coming up with a website. You can go to Fiverr to get that done. Get a logo made. We have people that do it inside of our community, or you can go to Fiverr and get that made. And technically, that's it. That's it. Literally, just basically running the community. Just keep them updated. So, like when I give updates, which I got an update coming very soon, uh, then I will, then I'll tell y'all guys, and then you guys take that information and then put it into your Discord. Yeah, so there's definitely like Great Dragon said, there's trainings to run servers and ISO stuff like that. So we have trainings for you, and the trainings is basically business stuff. So because it's like running a business, but mainly the main thing that people have to do is just talk to people, talk to the community, make sure they update it, make sure they're fine, get feedback on your server, find out like what they don't like, all that type of stuff like that. Even if it's with the game, so they tell you, hey, we don't like this with the game, you come back to us, we make changes stuff. But it can
And
also
if you don't take that education and you pay the 65
yeah,
99,
yes,
then
that's yep.
it's done for you.
Yes. Some of the IS this is I think it's like two ISOs in here right now. Yeah, two of them in here. So there's two people here waiting run your service for you. And then again, the most that if you don't want to run anything, then the most that you will do is sign paperwork and say yes, no, and just give the ISO what your vision is. And if you want them to completely run it, then you got to make sure we'll have something for you though. Like, all right, if you want us to run everything for you, we'll keep it like a basic vanilla server, but we'll just make sure that we like communicate with the community and all stuff like that. But because you got no ideas, like if you just like we want to just have it this way. But if you do trust the ISO, if you build a relationship with that person, then they can come up with a theme, come up with your merchandise, all that type of stuff like that. Yeah, it can be both. Yes, it's much better to be both. Because when it comes to your business, you want to know what's going on, but we're not forcing people to be a part of it. They don't have to. Some people don't have time. It's a very if you're not a part of like if you're not a part of gaming, it's gonna be very confusing for you. If you never built a business before, a lot of the information that I give from is about business and stuff like that. So a lot of the stuff, yeah. So if you don't get gaming and stuff like that, then you can still learn the business side, right? And that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to connect the business and the gaming side together, and I wanted everyday people to know that hey, the gaming industry is a money printing machine. You know, forget the stuff they're talking about on crypto, the NFTs and skins and all that stuff like that. That's not the side. That's not the money you want. You don't want that money. You don't want that money. There's no money in that anyway. You want the money where the money is the person that's sitting behind the scenes. For example, like I always say this, there's gaming publishers that think Super Mario is a shooting game. You get what I'm saying? This is an actual thing. There's people um target audience is people who want to live, who want to play life simulators. So people like Grand Theft Auto, people who like horror games and stuff like that. So we have a very huge market, a very huge market. As people that normally hears about our game and sees about our game, never actually heard anything bad about it. Never, and not once, never heard anything bad about it. We have a huge audience in it. When people hear about it or see it, they get really excited and can't wait to play it. So we have a huge market for it. It's a huge market, very huge market. And plus it's in the SCP universe. So there's a lot of things I did that was like very thought out to make it succeed. I did a lot of things. So right now, um, due to the fact that I don't want to take too much of you guys' time, and also with my daughter, on her way, um, I can't go into everything, but I would definitely like to if you guys would like to set up another day that we come in and I go. You guys gonna take some hours though. Yeah. So
Mm.
yeah, but it's a very big industry. It's an industry that it's just people who don't know. They pass up on a gold mine. But again, the crypto industry is just doing it completely wrong, completely wrong, Completely wrong. And the reason why is because one, I'm gonna be very honest with y'all. One, they don't have the talent to actually create the games that they're talking about. Two, why would they share revenue with you guys when they're taking the money from you guys? That don't make any sense, right? It's contradicting. And three, they don't understand the gaming industry themselves. They don't understand the gaming community. Like the people like Gray Dragon that's talking to you here, you got Super J that's talking to you guys. Those guys are gamers. You get what I'm saying? Those are hardcore gamers. So these are the people I listen to when it comes to gaming. Like, okay, do you think this is a good idea? Well, the case may be. They're not doing that. They're listening to crypto friends and stuff like that. Has nothing to do with gamers, which is why that space has not built this thing they're looking for called mass adoption. The reason why gamers aren't taking into crypto is due to the fact that it's not for them. It's not for us. The crypto community isn't for us. So when you have a platform like us that's both sides, the gaming and then you have the business side, they will understand. And they do understand, which is why we have 30 servers out there, and most of them. I don't think anybody's from crypto purchases our servers. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think so. No, wait. He's Michael Jordan. He's in your community. He's in you guys' community. He purchased one. Yeah, he's in you guys' community. Yeah. And also one more thing, Arthur, too. For Arthur and and for the guest person. I just want you to know my biggest supporters come from y'all community. Gray Dragon is from y'all community. I met Gray Dragon from y'all community. VIP is from your community. My biggest supporters, the people that's like part of the LEAP program and stuff like that. Those are people in your, those are everybody from your community. Everybody that come from you guys, every time they come to us, they become my biggest supporter. So just you know that. So Live told you guys a lot about us. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I'm trying my best to do all this also want all this at the same time. But before I go though, do anybody have any other questions? It was very nice talking to you guys. Because it's got a text message from her. Maybe we'll see what she's saying. Spicy nuggets and oh, okay, she's talking about getting food. Hey, how about poor little me, beloved Panor? Hi, Panor. How you doing? That's he's a part of our community too. How you doing, Panor? All right, so nobody, everybody else, everybody good? All right, so if you're going to do crypto and stuff like that, please contact Live. Or if you have any more questions, before will there be another website, or what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Webinar? If you guys want, if you want to request it, you can. You can request it. Yes, I'll talk to you guys anytime you want to. Be honest with you, anytime you want me to, I'll talk to you guys. If you just set a date up, and I'll definitely come and talk to you guys. So if you came late, don't worry. And also talk to Live. If you want to talk to me personally, talk to Live. We set up. We talk. We talk. I put my headphones on. I'll just be working, which I'm about to do that in a second. Pull this up real quick. All right. So if you want to know, if you want to learn the gaming industry, this is definitely a good place to do so. Again, I'm not going to teach you about gaming, the pixels on the screen and stuff like that. I'm not going to teach you how to play video games. I'm not going to teach you that stuff like that. I'm going to teach you how to make the money part. The money is that's what you want to know, the money part. How the business side of gaming, like how corporations start getting billions of dollars from it. Like the gaming part is that's for hobbies and stuff. The money part is where it's important at. All right. Anybody from my community, Great Dragon, you guys, to give you guys an update again. Yes, February. We're trying to see what's up with these servers. You guys test the game on February, March and stuff. We're gonna start sending money out and seeing what happens. All right, we need to see what happens. So right now we're in testing stage. We need to see what happens. And we're gonna start marketing the game. Not too hard though, because again, in May we get cooked. I already know May's gonna be bad, but I need to start really selling these servers though. I really need to start selling these servers because I know by May we're gonna get cooked. That's one of my things that stress me out every day. So we gotta start marketing and getting these servers out there. All right. So hopefully you guys will be able to help me out with that. getting the servers, tell people about what's going on here, let people know it's a perfect opportunity for them. And yeah, let's get the stuff done. And in May, when that surge come, we won't be fried. All right. So hopefully you guys will help me out with that. For everybody. And thank you. Let people know if it's not for you. Let somebody else know that may be into gaming or into looking for a business opportunity and stuff like that. And if you come back in the future, then yeah, just talk to live. We'll figure something out. All right, you guys. Thank you. Let me get attend to my wife and get back into work and see after she's see if she's good or not. All right. All right, you guys. Thank you. Live. I don't know how to end this. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. All right. Okay, I think this.